My subject presentation is financial management. Starting with the beautiful name of Almighty Allah, who is the most kind and most merciful. I'm a student of Department of Business Administration, University of Sindh, Campus Larkana. This is Abdul Razaque from BPA 100 batch. My roll number is 5. Subject is Financial Management, submitted to Assistant Professor Gulham Mustafa Sheikh. Outline: Financial management and 3 main decisions. Number 2 is time value of money. Number 3, bond and their valuation. Number 4, stock and their valuation. Financial management. It is the managerial activity which is concerned with the planning, directing, monitoring, organizing and monitoring of the firm financial resources, making financing and investment decisions to achieve organizational goal. 3 main decisions: investment decision, financing decision, assets management decision. Financial management investment decision contain the capital budgeting. Financing decision contains capital structure. Asset management decision contain working capital. Investment decision, a determination made by the directors or managers as to how, when, where and how much capital will be spent on investment opportunities. The decision often follows research to determine costs and return for each option. Capital budgeting, by considering what current position of cash and other assets, what long-term investment should be simply planned for raising long-term investment in organization. Financing decision, the act of making decision by looking investments with a naked eye. Capital structure, framework of financial implies a firm to acquire resources necessary for its operations and growth. Stakeholders, investment, long-term loan, etc. Assets management decision, prudent administration of investable liquid assets aimed at achieving an optimum risk-reward ratio. Working capital, the cash available for day-to-day operations of an organization. One borrow cash to be able to buy assets or to pay for obligations, also called a current capital. Example can be salaries and expenses in a day. Functions of FM: planning, decision making, financing, investment, dividend policy, controlling. Planning, a basic management function involving formation of one or more detailed plans to achieve goal within the available resources. Decision making, financing, the act of providing money for a project. Investment, money committed or property acquired for the income investment, means creation of a capital for producing goods or services in an organization. Function of FM, dividend policy. The dividend policy is a financial decision that refers to the proportion of the firm. Dividend is given to the shareholders on the basis of earning. Shareholders has been given by a dividend to by the company to shareholders on the basis of their money, on the basis of profit. Controlling, anything which can be supervised by the person in such a good way to help the organization to achieve A target means in our in capos that a shoot is a controller. For instance, he is a controller of a BBA department. So he supervised to do good, help the organization to achieve, to provide a good education to the students, as well as time value of money. Time value of money, there is a common saying, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It means time value of the bird, that is better to have a single bird in a hand rather than more in the future. Similarly, a dollar 10 hours today is worth more than the 10 hours tomorrow. This concept is referred to as the time value of money. Means today's money is better than tomorrow's money, because by today's money we can do everything, we can get a profit on it, we can do a business on it, so it can provide us lots of money compared to in the future. Time value of money. Mr. Ahmad wants to receive 1 lakh now, and Mr. Bahadur wants to receive 1 lakh after 5 years. Was a smart decision maker. Definitely Mr. Ahmad. Why? Because he will have 2 lakh 48,892 rupees after 5 years, 20% per annum, while Mr. Bashir will have same 1 lakh. It means is that Mr. Aman definitely, because he would have 2,48,000 in 5 years. Timelines. Graphical representation of a TVMs showing equal intervals of time, interest rate, cash inflows, and as well as cash outflows of investment. Feature value. Feature value means not now but after some time periods. The value of money. It defined as such a value of money which is computed on compounding basis for a particular period of time. Means today, feature value means today I have 1,000 and I wanted to learn its what will be its future value, then it's given below. Feature value, for instance, compounding formula for FV. FV is equal to PV 1 plus I is equal to its formula. Suppose a firm deposit 30,000 at 9% compounded annually 1 year. What will be its worth? FV is equal to principal into interest. 30 into 1 into 0.09. FE is equal to 32,700 answer. Future value compounding. If you invested or 30,000 today in an account that pays 9% interest, with the interest compounded annually, how much will be in the account at the end of 2 years if there are no withdrawals? Future value compounding. Formula for FV. FV is equal to PV 1 plus iota n. If you have invested 30,000 today in account that pays 9% interest, with interest compounded annually, how much will be in the account at the end of 2 years if there are no withdrawals? FV is equal to PV 1 plus iota n. 30,000 1 into 0.09 to FE is equal to 35,643 answer. It has, we got, means if you invested today 30 or today in account at 9% interest rate, you would be given after 2 years 35,643 rupees. Present value of money. Present value is the current value of a future amount of money or a series of payment evaluated at a given interest rate. Assume that you need a 100 in a 2 years. Let's examine the process to determine how much you need to deposit today at a discount rate of 7% compounded annually. PV is equal to FV divided by 1 plus iota n, 1000 divided by 1 plus 0.72. PV is equal to 1145 only. And after that we will get 145 extra. Annuity and its type. An annuity represents a series of equal payments or receipts occurring over a specific number of equidistant period. Ordinary annuity payment or receipt occur at the end of each period. Annuity payments are due. A receipt occur at the beginning of each period. This is the annuity of PV present value. In the first year we got 934.58, second 873.44, 816.30, total is 2624.32 PVA 3 in 3 years. Here at the end 1000 we have deposited and we had 7% and we got 2624 rupees after 3 years. Ordinary annuity FV. F1 saves 100 a year at the end of every year for 3 years in the account, earning 7% interest compounded annually. How much will one have at the end of third year? So that will in the first year 1000, second year 1070, in third year 1145. It means after 3 years he would have 3215 rupees in hand. Bond and its valuation. A bond is a long-term debit security in which the issuer borrower promises to pay a series of interest payments in addition to returning the principal at maturity. Bond at currency par value. Bond selling at its par or real face value, also called a par and bond, par bond, or the amount of money that is paid to the bond holders. Coupon rate. The coupon rate, which is generally fixed, determine the periodic coupon or interest payment. Coupon payments represent the periodic interest payments from the bond issuer to the bond holder. Maturity of bond. The mature date represents the date on which the bond becomes due for settlement. Types of a treasury bond, corporate bond. Treasury, these are bonds which are issued by the government resident. Treasury corporate bond, those are issued by the corporations. So more risky as compared to the treasury bond. Municipal bond, these are bonds issued by the local state or government. Foreign bond are issued by the foreign government corporation. Zero coupon bonds and floating bonds, discount bond, premium bonds, convertible bonds, income bonds are other parts of types of bond as well. Bond valuation in TVM. Assume Mr. Jamil buys a 10-year bond from the Gul Ahmed Corporation on January 1, 2015. The bond has a face value of 1000 and pays annual 10% coupon. The current market rate of return is 12%. Calculate the price of this bond today. Draw a timeline. This is timeline, and here I have done. Find the value of coupon stream. We found the PV present value of it is 565.02. Find the PV of the face value. It is 321.97. Totally the 886.99 means 887 rupees extra. Stock and its valuation. Stock, it's a financial security issued by the company to investors, co-owners, stakeholders. It's one way to raise the capital of a company. This is benefit the stockholders by getting dividends every year. Dividend portion of a company profit which is distributed among the stockholders. Stock may be classified common stock, preferred stock as well. Stock valuation. Dividend yield, annual rate of return on a common stock or preferred stock computed by dividing the annual dividend by share markets price. Capital gain, profit realized from the sale of the capital assets like stocks, holding it during a period when its market value is increasing. The total return amount, which is difference between two prices, current minus previous. Stock valuation, share price is 45 and annual dividend per year is 1.2. Dividend yield is 1.2 divided 45 is 2.26, it is equal to 2.7. P1 price stock 500 divided after years, PO price at beginning 400. Capital gain P1 minus PO, CPO is equal to for 500 minus 400 is equal to 100. P1 minus PO divided by PO is multiplied by 100 is equal to 25. Its answer is divided is 25. Ali purchased bond at RS 400 and sells it at 500. What is the total return he got after 1 year? Total year current is formula is current year minus previous year price. Total TR is equal to 500 minus 400. TR for him he got is 100. Thanks for watching this video.